Hello, hello. It's time for Fishing Friends. What's up, everybody? This is another episode of Fishing Friends with Danny and Gina. I'm Danny.
I'm Gina.
And man, this is going to be a good one because, man, we are getting so close to the Keystone Clash. Oh, my goodness. It is
so close.
Like by this time next week, we're going to be in Pennsylvania already live streaming, like, to you guys from the Keystone Clash.
Yep.
So it's going to be great. Come on, Gina. It's my show, bro. She's the co-host.
I am the co-host.
But thanks for tuning in on Gina's side.
Yes.
We also got James B here. We got Scotty Aquati. And we got Atkins Nature Aquariums. What's up, Ian?
Eakins.
Stephen P. 2003 Aquatics.
Mm-hmm.
Silver Creek Aquatics. Mark Sterlson. And Fish Family. And we got B. Wizzle, the degenerate fish keeper here. Good to see everybody. Oh my goodness. Hey, I'm on your side, Danny. Hashtag real fans. I know, right? Guys, I'm trying to get my watch hours up because I have 600 something subscribers, and YouTube a couple months ago or whatever dropped the subscriber count down from 1,000 to 500 in order to actually become like monetized and all that stuff. So I need to get my watch hours up. So if you guys could jump over to my side, that would be great. And we're gonna be streaming on the way out to the Keystone Clash as well at some point when we find an area that we can just kind of cruise along and not have to worry about GPS or anything like that.
Right.
If I can get my wife on a live stream and all of you come watch it, well,
yeah.
What up, fish freaks? I'm here printing stickers and doing shirts. What's up, Garcia Aquatics is here.
B Wizzle, yes, I did get the Magic Carp sticker. I have it. I turned it into a magnet. It's on my fridge. I actually think I have another one.
Magic Carp sticker.
Well, yeah, he's got a sticker with his logo, but it's got a magic carp on it. I might have the other one in here. Oh no, it's in my book. I have a sticker book. Where'd that go? Where is it? There it is. Ugh. Or maybe it was too big and I had to trim it. Anyway, I think it's in here. Sticker book.
And yeah, Gina's at 300 subs, which is awesome.
That one. Oh, I am? Sweet. Yeah, that's his magic, and it's holographic. It's not picking it up on camera, but it is like rainbow holographic, the whole thing.
Let me double check here. Yep, 300 subscribers exactly. Good for you.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Look at that. Boom.
Oh my god. You guys are amazing.
300.
Danny, what's your size? And Gina, what's your size? T-shirt, I assume.
Oh, yeah, I'm guessing T-shirt.
I'm
a medium.
I wear a men's medium. Women's shirts are just weird. Their sleeves are cut, and like, I don't like women's shirts. I wear men's shirts now.
I wear men's shirts now.
Men's pants and men's shirts. I just like having pockets.
I switched sides. Welcome to the dark side. We have cookies.
I want some cookies. What kind of cookies? Chalky chip? Oreos? I think it's Oreos. Technically, from that joke. When that joke was a meme on the internet, I think it was Oreos. Gina, yep, my wife says, yeah, and they get stuck in your armpits. Yeah, or like, sometimes if I go too long without shaving my armpits, then you see it. And I don't want to be exposed like that. I don't want to be called out. Sometimes I don't feel like shaving my armpits every time I shower.
Yeah, where are cookies? Well,
Hmm. I'll have to decide. I do make a good snickerdoodle. Oh, hello, baby girl. Okay, bye. My dog started to come in, then I turned and looked at her. Now she's leaving. LOL, no exposure, no exposure. Yeah. Oh my gosh, but I'm packing all the inventory I've ordered at work in the tote, just making it more real. We're finishing up the cleaning around the house. Oh my god, if we've been decluttering our house, we've been here, I think, 8 years now, and the amount of crap you collect from impulse buyers like me who just likes to buy things for the
yep.
dopamine. Oh my gosh, the kitchen, there was so much stuff in the kitchen. Mugs that we got from the dollar store when we first moved in, I threw those out just because I have so many mugs now. Ridiculous amount of mugs. Uh, those whenever we were working out, protein shakes, those shaker cups. We have like 50 million of those that we didn't need. I didn't throw them out, but they're in a bag in the basement now. Um,
Okay.
but
Wow.
oh my god, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I gotta clean out all the clutter in my house too. I've been here for 4 years, and I still have a bunch of stuff in boxes from when I moved in that I haven't even unloaded yet because I just got a whole bunch of other junk
Yep.
in the place that I would like to put some of that stuff. And I got this really cool coat of arms. It's like my family's coat of arms, and it's huge with like a shield, a sword, axes, and stuff. But it's like impossible to hang on the wall because the
Aw.
screws go where the sword needs to go, and the sword is so long that to hang it up high enough to go over my TV, I won't be able to get the sword in the holder when I like
Oh.
once I screw the holder into the wall, and I
Yeah.
can't screw the holder into the wall when the sword is already in the holder. So it's like I need
Lame.
to I need to figure out some new way to hang it, which
Hmm.
I could do. Just get like big like metal hook things or whatever, and just hang the sword and hang the shield from that same thing. And then yeah, there's other ways I could do it, but yeah, the sword has one of those like it's like a metal hand that like holds the sword and you like slide it
Yeah.
in. So
That's so cool. That's dope.
set a 2x4 across the wall between the studs and attach the shield to the 2x4.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not getting the shield to the wall that's the hard part. It's the getting the sword to the wall, which the sword originally was like the thing that everything kind of like the shield has like a chain that would hang off of the sword after you hung it on there, and then you could mount the axes however you want to, pretty much. But yeah, I'll have to do it a different way.
Fun, fun. Ooh, get my
Yeah, I
turtle
need to
brush.
just like either do like Goodwill or something or
Yep.
other.
Oh, and then so many clothes. I talked about it on my stream, but you kind of have that task paralysis where you don't know where to start. So we started in our room, and I started going through my closet first, and Nathan immediately started to go to his pile. Um, and he's like, "No, we're supposed to be cleaning up this pile." I'm like, "Yeah, but I need a place to put that stuff." but the closet's full, so I'm gonna go through the closet, take out what I haven't worn in the last like 2 years, and
Yeah,
then like yeah,
yeah, yeah. Like Steven was saying last week, or no, not last week in your live stream.
yeah,
Yeah, sometimes this, it all just kind of builds up so much that like you don't even know where to start.
yeah. That's where I've been, but we're fixing it, so it's all good. And then after we get back, I'm gonna tackle this room because you can't tell, but there's like a pile like this high just next to me here. There's a pile right here, like I think
Yep,
all streamers do that though. Like just whatever's in out of view of the camera. I mean, you can see these boxes,
yep.
broken down boxes back there. Yeah.
But yeah, like Fishy Biz is like in the middle of his basement, and I don't even think his basement's like finished at all. He just has like a sheet hanging to kind of
Right.
seal off his little area.
I just
But
heard a sound. My computer's doing things, but I didn't get a notification.
get Danny to 1,000 subs, and he'll shave his head. Well, I don't know who Heel is, but Heel can shave his head if he wants to, but I'm not going to.
I'm not shaving my head. Mm-mm. MB Reef, hello, hello. Mark, hello. I don't know. I don't know if you've said hi to all these people. Paul
James
McCarthy.
B. Yeah, but no one knows why I said bye, Terry. I don't know why you said bye, Terry. He said bye, Terry, at the beginning of the stream.
Oh,
Hello, swords are cool, and your family's coat of arms. Definitely find a place to hang that. I'm organizing boxes too. Monica. Oh, hi, Monica. Wait, I know you.
oh my god. I haven't even started packing like my clothes. I'm too busy packing work stuff to sell. I haven't even actually started packing. I do have to finish laundry though. That going through all the clothes and stuff, a lot of it, especially towards the bottom of the pile, had a bunch of dog hair on it. So,
Yeah.
having to rewash it and yep.
Yeah, like as you can see, that my tank, all my tank levels are pretty low right now. Like I got my RODI unit running currently, and tomorrow I'm
Nice.
gonna do like water changes on everything. Get everything ready for the clash. He was a boxer, and he said, I, I, I don't understand. You might have to try that one again, James.
Finish laundry? Is that a fast fancy clothing department? Finish. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
And that's true. You never finish laundry.
Yeah, it's just like a constant cycle, right?
Oh my gosh, have you seen the fancy new I feel like I've talked about it. Maybe I talked about it on my stream. It's an all-in-one washer and dryer.
Oh yeah, I've
It's
heard of
freaking
those things. Yeah.
one unit. I saw a commercial for it at breakfast. Whenever we were at Mattingly's or Home Depot, it was a Home Depot commercial, and I'm just like, what?
Hmm.
I want it. I want it so bad.
I haven't seen one before, but I also haven't seen, but I've heard they have these like full like oven ranges, but
hmm
it has like the air fryer technology inside of it, so it's like a giant air fryer versus being like an oven.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah,
that's
the air fryer included. They have microwaves like that too now.
yeah. But I mean, like something that's like it connected in your counter and all that. Like that's so badass.
Oh, that is cool.
Like, can you imagine like making a whole full size pizza in a giant air fryer?
Mhm.
Oh, that'd be
That
so
would be
good.
good.
because I
We have-
love making like little mini air fryer pizzas. I love making a whole bunch of stuff in the air fryer, and I can just imagine like if you can make, like I don't know, a whole turkey in a giant air fryer or something. Like, that'd be good.
That would be really good. So it was funny. We were we have a new person, Ken Cox, in the
I've seen
yeah.
the live stream a few times. I'm newer to the channel. What's your bio? What do you guys keep? Well, we're both from St. Louis,
Mhm.
St. Louis, Missouri,
Mhm.
and like I don't really know what to really start with, but I don't know. I used to work in a pet store, and
Me too.
I've always liked animals and all that stuff a whole lot, and kept a lot of different things when I was a kid growing up, and being like homeschooled and different things too. And so I've kept a lot of different things, and now that I'm older, I keep a lot more of different things that I didn't keep when I was a kid. But sometimes I keep things that I did keep as a kid too. Like I almost caught a praying mantis the other day, but
Oh.
I decided not to because I'm saving that terrarium for a jumping spider versus a praying
Yeah.
mantis. Because I've never done jumping spider before, but I've done praying mantises when I was younger. And but I have like 10 fish tanks running right now, and this tank right here, I have a golden gecko, which is they're kind of more closely related to like the crested geckos. So they're like a soft skin gecko that have like the
Sticky
like sticky
pads.
feet, sticky pad feet, and they climb around. And actually, the other day, it was kind of funny. I guess it was like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, something like that. Um, it was during Labor Day weekend. It kind of threw off all the shipping things, and my pet store actually was out of crickets that day. And like I buy crickets always on that day, and so like he knows like when like feeding day is, it's a cycle and all that. So I got some dubia roaches instead, since they only had like three crickets. So I got like a couple of crickets, and I got some dubia roaches. And so the dubia roaches I was kind of grabbing with tweezers and kind of putting them in and putting them up on the top level, because it's it kind of is like a waterfall that trickles down. So there's a lower layer down here, and then like up here there's another layer with like a little cave, and he hangs out on the top layer most of the time behind a big pothos plant. And so I was kind of trying to put the dubia roaches up there, and I guess one time when I was putting the tweezers back there, I kind of spooked him or something, and he jumped out. And so I'm like, oh no, because he's just like fast and scrambling and stuff, and went underneath my 55-gallon that's over here. And I'm like, oh no. And
Oh.
so all of a sudden, I started kind of moving stuff, and then I see him climbing up the wall. I'm like, oh my goodness. So Tundra was not in the room, luckily. So I closed the door to make sure he didn't leave, because actually, surprisingly, I think the carpet was added later or whatever. There's actually a pretty good seal with the carpet underneath the door, so nothing can get underneath the door. And so then I grabbed I was kind of chasing him a little bit, and that wasn't working. So then I grabbed my specimen container here and just kind of put it
Yeah.
around him. And
Yeah.
I realized it was kind of easier to catch him at one point, because after he got up in the corner, he kind of got up in like a little bit of like a cobweb, spider web or something. And so he couldn't really see at that point. He had kind of just blinded himself with the spider web. And yeah, that was kind of a little scary and nerve wracking, because yeah, he's fast and
Yes.
very much like wild. It's a
Mhm.
wild animal that lives in a glass box in my house. So he's not like leopard geckos or bearded dragons or those sort of things that are really personable and all that stuff. Yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with me, which is fine. I'm fine with that, because it's really cool to like observe him as like a wild animal.
Yeah. Silver Creek mentioned that he got a new vape, and it's the Voopoo Drag. That's what I have. I have the Drag, but mine doesn't have auto vape or auto
Hmm.
puff. So it must be a newer version than mine. But I am gonna have to replace this soon. It's not holding a charge as long as it used to. So, and it's a built-in rechargeable battery, so you can't replace it. You just have to buy a whole new unit. At least I don't think it
Lando,
does.
you're looking for fish for a five
Nope.
gallon. With
Oh, but yeah, no, me, yeah, like Danny said, I live in St. Louis also. I also used to work at a pet store. I used to work at Petco for 7 years. Now I work at a specialty fish, saltwater store. Um, and I have one reef tank. I have a Neocaridina tank with mystery snails in it, and I have a 120 gallon with one 11-inch black belt cichlid. She's mean.
oh yeah, as far as the fish that I keep, I have a couple betta fish because those are the fish that I love the most. Um, and in this tank behind me, I have some. I think it was Venezuelan, like orange Venezuelan cores. They had this like nice blue sheen and their orange colors too, and then some sword tails that I don't remember the uh, the species of swordtail right now, but the mother and the father are both gone. The father jumped out of the tank last year during the Triple Crown when I first got him in the hotel room. The female was pregnant and she had babies and stuff, but she later ended up dying. But I have a bunch of babies of swordtails from Rusty Wessel's fish room. And then in this tank, I have a Siamese algae eater, some Harlequin rasboras, and some nerite snails. And I got a saltwater tank right here. No corals or anything like that, just a bunch of rocks. And well, there's a dead coral in there that's really cool and spiky and all stuff. I don't remember what type it is, but and then some saltwater mollies. Well, mollies that I transitioned into saltwater. And they had some babies in there. So I'm trying to get those growing as a good colony, so that I have a food source, so that when I make a nice big reef tank out in my living room, I can get some cuttlefish and I'll have a nice food source for those and have a really nice coral reef tank out there, all expenses with the sump and all that stuff. This one's just super easy with a hang on the back filter and an extra power head. And I got some white cloud minnows and a 55-gallon over here. And I got a couple fish bowls out in my living room and stuff.
Sweet.
Uh, and then I got two parakeets and a cat.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I forgot about my not wet animals.
yep. A whole bunch
Every
of animals.
yeah.
I'm working on digging out a big pond in my backyard. I used to have a small pond. That was when I bought the house. I bought the house like 4 years ago. Well, pretty much almost exactly 4 years ago now. And it had a small like pond, so I bought some goldfish, and I had that going for a while. But like year two in this house, the liner had like gotten a really bad leak in it, and it had just gotten worse over time. As the water would drain, the sun on the liner would make the crack and all that dry rot and get even worse. And so every time I, fill it up, it would just continue to get worse over time. So after like all my goldfish and stuff had died from that, and also being pulled out by like neighborhood cats, I decided to just basically start over with the pond. And since I had to get a whole new liner anyway, well, let's dig the pond much bigger and get the pond that I really want in my backyard. So I
Yep.
currently have a hole about the size of, I don't know, 900 gallons, but I'm going to kind of make the sides a little bit further out and kind of make some steps so it's not just drastic walls like I
Right.
have right now. And I already have a liner for it. Um, and that's kind of, I'm having the liner laid out right now on my garden area, recycling my dirt so that nothing grows in it at all, just covering it up. And then I'm going to have a really nice garden going next year as I get my pond going next year. And then after I get my pond going, then my next plan, I'm going to get bantam chickens.
Chickens.
So I don't think did I say that last week? Did I mention chickens last week?
Mm-mm.
No, I didn't. So, yes, I finally decided that I'm going to get bantam chickens because I was thinking about quail. And after talking to Silver Creek and Lady Diane and doing research on my own, I just really realized that quail are not what I want to keep. They're just small little flighty birds that run away and are messy and just lay eggs all over the place. And their eggs are super tiny. And they're just, I don't know. They're not the little pet birds or whatever that I'm thinking of or whatever when I go over to my sister's house and spend time with her chickens that are really, really awesome. And Florissant allows us to have up to 4 chickens, even including a rooster, without like any sort of issues as long as they have a proper enclosure and all that stuff. So I decided to go with bantam chickens because they are like miniature chickens, and so their eggs are going to be smaller, and they're going to be smaller birds. But because they're smaller, I can make like a smaller enclosure and still have more space in my backyard, and not feel like I am I don't know, giving them too small of an area. It's the same thing, with getting like nano fish. You can put them in a nano tank. So
Yeah.
if I get nano chickens, I can put them in a nano chicken coop with a little nano chicken run. And I always thought I don't know what was going on in my head, but somebody, I think it was already Silver Creek that had mentioned bantam chickens to me before, but I don't know what happened, but like when I first looked them up, I had only seen like a certain type. I think I might have spelled something wrong or whatever, and all I saw was the silkies, these certain type of bantam chickens, which is like this guy right here.
I
And
don't
I'm like,
silkies.
he's cute or whatever, but that's not what I want. And so but that's all that I saw was that like these fluffy looking weird chickens. Like I don't want those.
I do.
But the term bantam is like the it means like miniature when it comes to like birds and like fowl and all that stuff. So I misunderstood the word and I searched it wrong or something. So like this little guy, which I love these golden sea
Ooh.
brights, they're gorgeous. And look at it on a hand, like it's a little miniature chicken. And they act like chickens because they are little chickens, but they're just like miniature. They're bred
Oh.
that way. I really like the white sea brights though.
Ooh.
These guys are gorgeous. Or a silver
Cute.
sea bright. These are the ones that I kind of want to order. Maybe I'm not 100% sure if I want to go with this type or there's also just standard looking like little like green roosters or whatever. My sister has a rooster already that is absolutely gorgeous. I doubt I'm gonna find anything that looks like him, but he's mostly black and he's got these like sort of like red feathers, but it's more like speckly in there. And then he's got like these green feathers. He doesn't have the big old like red thing or whatever yet on his face, but like he's a gorgeous and he's kind of a smaller rooster. And I think my sister said his name was Armando or Alfonso or something like that. He's my nephew Anthony's uh, favorite favorite chicken rooster that they have, and so he's already like been like I don't want to eat him or anything like that, and So it's just like I've already kind of been like, well, what do you think about, in a couple years I take him and then I will use him to just be my rooster and I won't eat him. And he's like, I don't know, he doesn't want me to take him. But it's like if they keep him, they're probably going to end up eating them because they already have two good roosters and they don't need another one. And um, at least what I didn't fully understand, I always thought people just ate the hens all the time. But no, the hens aren't the ones that you eat. The hens are your egg layers, and you keep all the hens, at least the good ones. You mostly eat the all the roosters that you end up with. And I'm like, huh, it makes sense, but I never really thought about it and put it all together. Frizzle, Ceremonial, Old English, you can technically get any breed in a Bantam. Yeah, exactly. Even Bantam Brahma. I have all of the above. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know you had Bantam chickens. That's great.
I know who to get eggs from.
Yeah. Well, I was already thinking about ordering some because I was looking chicken, like to get little chicks, even sexed chicks that are like, you're getting a guaranteed male and a guaranteed 3 females, which is what I need because I can only have 4.
That's
At
true.
least without any issue. I think you can have more, but you need like certain other
You need
things
like
to
a
go with
permit
or
or
whatever
something.
to get more chickens. But yeah, I can have 4 without any issue. And I do want to get a rooster because I love the sounds that roosters bring and the extra protection for the hens. And then also, I can, potentially produce more in at some point if I want to, you know, we shall see. Yeah, you eat a rooster at or before a 1 year old. Yeah, pretty much when you find out that it's a rooster, like
Yeah.
for sure, when it starts showing the signs that it's a little rooster, that's when you eat it. Well, okay, so I had this up. How about a fish breeding pond, Asian style, then pond with tilapia, and then add a chicken net on top of that, dirty and nasty? No, I don't have the right environment for tilapia. They would need a heater over winter. They wouldn't be able to survive with the fully iced over pond like goldfish and koi will. Um, but that's what I'm going for. I'm going for all white goldfish and a couple koi. Like
Yeah.
there's so many different types out there and so many different color patterns and things like that, but I want to try to find all solid white ones because I want to be able to see the fish easily in the pond all like most of the time. And I just think it would look really pretty with a school of like white fish swimming around and like the silvery platinum colors that they get on top of the white all the time.
Yeah. That'd be dope.
He's laced. The different color outline on the feather's edge is called lacing or lace. Yeah. I like the outline on the feathers. It's really nice. Where is Lady Diane tonight? She hasn't said anything. Vibes Aquatics is here. What's up, Vibes? Making sure I'm not missing anything. Coro works. I don't think I officially said hi to Coro. And Mickey M is here. Love the eyes on geckos looking like aliens. I know, right?
Oh yeah, someone
Their
asked.
eyes are really cool.
I think Mickey M asked about in pet stores. What is the most common gecko in the U.S. and which one is the smallest, easiest / most recommended to start with? So the most popular is probably the crested gecko. Do you agree?
Uh, I don't know. I think the leopard gecko is probably the most common
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
because like crested geckos, the people that are getting crested geckos most of the time like know what they're getting already.
Yeah.
Whereas like the people that are getting leopard geckos are the beginners because typically in the pet stores you can see the leopard geckos. They come out or they have like those caves where you can kind of see them in the cave and stuff like that. whereas crested geckos most of the time are like hidden in the foliage, and so like you kind of got to know what you're getting, or want the uh, the pet store person to kind of get them to come out and all that. So
Turn the leaves. I always
yeah,
had to do that. Turn over the leaves so they can be seen.
yeah, we do have like our own species of like gecko lizard here in Missouri, I believe. And we also got like blue-tailed skinks and what was that? That western fence lizard. Yeah, that guy is gorgeous. Oh, that's settings. Yeah, I saw one of these and I was like, I want to catch that, but he was way too fast for me.
Oh
but,
yeah.
but they're super cute and they don't get very big, but they are very, very fast. Male, female. Okay. I'm getting more and more fond of geckos every time I say. Yeah,
They're
I love
cool.
geckos,
They're cool.
and I believe a lot of different geckos. They have uh, like certain types of like photoreceptive nerves in their skin to where they they have natural camouflage and their skin will like change to like camouflage based off of what their skin sees.
Mhm.
Like they don't have like actual eyes everywhere, but they have certain nerves that are like in your eyes, like photoreceptive nerves and all that in their skin. It's crazy, and so they have like a camouflage that's way different than chameleons, because chameleons have camouflage that is actually like they think about it and they change based off of what their brain tells their skin to do, and also their hormones and all that. So they'll get like really bright colors. Certain species will when they're like angry and all that. Whereas yeah, with the geckos, it's they don't think about it at all. It's like the skin responds based off of the light and what it's on and like feels and all that stuff. It's crazy.
I just remembered that I need to pack all my stickers for the clash to give away.
Oh yeah, I
Stickers.
forgot to order more,
I did
so
too.
I'm just gonna.
I was gonna order holographic ones as like special edition Keystone Clash ones, but I forgot.
But Bentley Pasco said that I had the best little merch idea with my guitar picks, so I
Yeah.
will be bringing those along again.
Whoopsie.
Oh no, that's fine. Go ahead.
No. I just meant to click the screen. I didn't even mean to highlight. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Yeah. So Gina
I'm sorry.
has friggin' co-star powers now, so she
I
can
do.
actually like do all the things. Because that way, when I'm driving, I don't have to push any buttons.
Yeah, for whenever we live stream down.
Yeah.
Yes. Because he will be too busy driving. We don't want Danny to crash.
Yes. Getty Nona's here.
Scatty, no. Oh, yeah, we forgot to say hi to Trash Cat, too.
Trash Cat. Where's Trash Cat?
Way up when we first started. Trash Cat stopped by. I guess I could go ahead and like pack my makeup. I have this cool little roller bag. Oh, here it is. I also use it as like a toiletry bag. It's from a Mary Kay party that I went to, which is like a
Yeah.
makeup thing. Anyway, you unroll it and you got like these Velcro pouches to put
Oh,
everything in.
nice.
So yeah, usually this one that's missing is for my toiletries, which I've already kind of started packing, but I need to start packing that because I should have my face on for this event. My proper face. Not this face, my proper face.
Okay.
Whatever. I just want to, okay? Um oh my god. I need to start remembering to pack clothes and not just stuff for the table.
Yeah, I I don't have to pack that much. Luckily, I can just
Aquafunk.
I can just bring a backpack.
I got a roller bag for my makeup too. Twins. Twinsies.
Twinsies.
Funk, I got a wig that you can borrow. Do I still have that wig? I bought a wig to try to see if that was the thing I would ever want to do, but they're hot. It's like wearing a beanie all the time. It's freaking hot.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
When
think
I
I have
was
that.
when I was younger, my hair wasn't as long as it is now. Um, my mom would never let my hair get this long when I was younger. She would always cut it,
Mm-hmm.
and she kept wanting to cut my hair even now. Every time I go over to her, it's like, let me just like trim off the ends or something. It's like, no.
No.
That's why I cut my own hair. I did the whole like wolf cut thing or whatever, and it actually I like the way it turned out with
Yeah,
all the
looks
different
good.
layers and stuff. All y'all will get to see it in person at the Keystone Clash if you're there. Obviously, not like Mickey M. He's not going to be there because he's all the way on the other side of the pond. But
I was actually thinking about doing a wolf cut on myself too right before the event, just to touch it up, cut off my split ends.
yeah,
We'll set up a table at we'll have a little wolf cut party. We'll all wolf cut each other's hair.
nah. Oh my god.
So did you do it all in one ponytail or did you split it in two?
You can do like split it in two.
Yeah, so if you want shorter layers, so what you do is you pull it all up into one ponytail on your right above your forehead, and then you cut it, and then you do like a half pony, and then you do it, and then you do a little bit more, and that'll cause it to be like shorter layers up top.
Oh
Yeah.
no! I did it. I took a shower and then when my hair was wet,
Yep.
I just put it all up and I did it once, and I don't think I quite got enough. So the next day, I pulled all my hair up again and cut a little bit more off,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's like really good. I
Yeah.
still am not 100% sure if I got like all the ends because it's still like really long.
Right.
But it's got these little layers in it and stuff. But this this side where I wear actually with the part, it does get like really short. It's like up here.
Yeah.
So, or actually no, right here is where it is. So
Yeah. But it's all good.
yeah, it looks good when whatever, but it's kind of annoying sometimes when it kind of gets in my face because now
Yeah.
So I didn't quite realize how short everything was gonna get because I felt like it was still kind of far away. You
Right.
know?
Well, now you'll know for next time.
What a wolf cut! So a wolf cut, yeah, it's. I'm not 100% sure why they call it a wolf cut, other than maybe like that, as it has all the different kind of layers and stuff. It's just kind of, I don't know, raggedy and kind of looks like a wolf tail. I don't know why it has the name wolf cut, but basically you pull all your hair up into a ponytail right at like the front of your face, and then or the top of your forehead, like right in the front, and then you cut the ends off, and you get all the different layers, and it kind of the layers go like around your head, and
Yeah.
if you want to make it, you can trim it up even more and kind of blend it if you want to, but I don't know, I kind of like it rough looking.
Aw, Silver, that's sweet. He says that he would join us on stream because we're the only other ones that talk about other random hobbies that he's into.
Yeah. I call them hobbies, but yeah, exactly. It's more survival sometimes. Exactly. Like
Scotty Aquati.
I really, really, really am excited about getting chickens actually. Like because they're surprisingly not that hard to take care of as long as you give them the right sort of enclosure. Like the food is not that expensive. You really just need to give them a whole like thick mulch bed for their run and their chicken coop. So
And you know enough about like you understand that animals have their own nutrition needs that you'd be able to be successful. I think some people don't realize that animals need a complete balanced nutrition, and especially with chickens, if they don't get all the nutrition they need, they'll stop laying eggs. But
yeah, but
yeah,
Tundra. But chickens are actually really darn easy. Like you give them a nice area to just free roam throughout the day, and they'll just grab bugs and everything else and just kind of just graze at everything that they can get a hold of. Honestly, a chicken's absolute favorite thing to eat would be a mouse. They're little bitty raptors. They really are. They're descendants of like little velociraptors. It's crazy. If you haven't seen the video of chickens going after mice, you need to see it because gosh, they freaking attacked a mouse right in front of a cat, and the cat was just like, "What the hell?" Like, it's crazy. But yeah, I'd love to have chickens. But when it comes to as far as what you need to buy for them, they need like a grit sort of like thing, calcium stuff to chew on or whatever, and then that's good for like their shell egg health and all that stuff, and then like mealworms.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. But yeah, like a big old bag of dried mealworms, or you know, that's pretty much all you really have to buy, and that's not that expensive if you go to the right
I think
place.
I think I've heard for calcium that people will, as they eat, use their eggs and eat them, they'll actually save the shells, crush them up, and put them back in the chicken feed.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You do
yeah.
that.
Silver just said the same thing. Mix their eggshells into their food. That covers grit
Exactly.
and calcium. Yep.
Yeah.
Recycling.
My sister, I think that's what she even said. Normally, that's what she does, and she mixes some into her fertilizer as well. But I think she said that's kind of more for like wintertime and stuff like that when they don't really go as eggy and they kind of just get a little bit more broody and all that over winter.
Yeah. Here's your shell back. Go make another one.
Yep. Mine don't eat any of the field mice or rats, but the mice and rats definitely eat their eggs. Oh, that's no good.
I think what was it? Lando says my dad wants chickens, but we have a dog. Yeah, it depends on the dog and the dog's personality. I don't know how Marco would do with chickens. She would definitely chase them. For sure she would chase them. I don't know if she would kill them though.
No wood for them to stoop on, huh?
Yeah, they could get Bumblefoot. Bumblefoot is gross. I thought Marco had Bumblefoot one time, but it turned out she just had like essentially a callus building up.
Hmm.
Because I have a flat piece of wood and that's where she sleeps on. So like on her like ankle part of her leg, there was a callus building up because she would rest that when she
So
was sleeping.
those little bitty like wood perches and stuff that I have all in my like parakeet cage, I should like take those out, or I haven't. Wow. See, I think my sister has like all wood stuff, but hers are like I don't know, it's like rounded or whatever too. I don't know. She's got like little swings out on her like in the field area that the chickens can go on swings.
I think if it's sanded, I think it would be okay. Just watch
But
for
that's the
whenever they
thing
start
is
to break down.
the chickens will peck at stuff and all that too, which she has like a big old like log in there as well for the chickens to like peck at and all that. So, uh, Wood perches are bad, I guess. Yeah. Oh, wow. I mean, it makes sense totally, but
More of a just a preventative measure because yeah, it gets gross,
so
but can cause damage.
instead of
Yeah.
instead of wood, what do you? Oh, okay, so metal and PVC. Like, hmm, I don't think my dog would eat any chicken she won't even bark. Yeah. If I were to get a dog, which I would love to do, but I can't just because I don't have the time for a dog, um, I would probably get some sort of like hound dog of sorts,
Yeah.
hound mixed with pit bull or something like that. Because pit bulls are really smart, and then hound just is good for all that stuff too. But I just
Trainable.
think
Yep.
they're super trainable and all that, and super loyal and attentive. And I just think back to my old roommate's dog. She was just we just got so lucky with her, just absolute perfect dog. And like I think she would be able to discern the difference between like these are your chickens and like everything else is bad to where like would know to like go after the hawk but leave the chickens alone and
Right.
that sort of thing, like where I'm not sure if every dog would be that trustworthy. In fact, I know not every dog would be that trustworthy.
Right.
I've seen some crazy dogs out there that if it moves they're going after it. And gosh, those little ankle biter dogs are just insane. But that's why you have to have a good rooster too, because that they'll help against different things. I mean, if a hawk really really wants your birds, they're gonna get it if they can. But there's certain things you can do. What's funny is I my sister's chickens and turkeys and all that stuff. They're not even scared of the hawks anymore. The Hawks have had enough of an issue trying to get them now to where they just kind of leave them alone, and uh, they'll see the Hawks like trying to go after the squirrels and stuff, and they'll just kind of just watch the Hawks and do their things, but they won't even like really go hide anymore or anything like that. Sometimes they will if they hear them, calling and all that. They'll kind of go into the coop and seek shelter and all that stuff, but not all the time. And my sister has also said that her turkeys are quite mischievous. Apparently, the turkeys will like to like fly up into the trees and different things like that. Yeah, like people that don't believe like chickens and turkeys, they can fly. They just don't really most of the time, but they can fly. And yeah, their turkeys will sometimes be in the trees, and she'll come outside, and they'll just kind of like fly back down into the area. I'm like, sorry, we wanted the trees. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, turkeys are knucking futz.
Funk. That's because we're Danny's streaming on his channel and I'm streaming on my channel. So Silver was over in or
Yeah,
is over in Danny's chat.
you got to come over to the right side. But then again, we only got 5 people watching. I don't know what's going on. Somebody
They
else must be
build
streaming.
they build a pile of sticks and hide in the middle of it. Silly turkeys. There's us, and then there's Rico is still going. That's probably where everybody is.
Ah, yes. Rico. People love the Rico. Oh, man. So today, I was supposed to work today. I woke up to my alarm and I look at my phone and I have a text message from my boss that says, Like there was an issue with the routing system or something today, so there's no like it didn't send over for Saturday, so there's no routes to run today.
Oh,
So stay home and enjoy your weekend. And so it's like, okay, cool. So I went back to bed, which is all that. But then it's like I also thought about it too. It's like, man, like I was kind of hoping for that extra,
right.
$150 on my paycheck for you know the next week when I get my paycheck at the Keystone
Mhm.
Clash. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I woke up and a couple other people had texted back like, "You should still pay us."
Right? Yeah, like what about that pay I'm missing out on?
Yeah, exactly.
I can hear myself in the other room. Let me go close this door.
Uh,
Nathan's watching the stream. Is this gonna
There's
reach?
40 people in
Hit,
Rico's stream. I
hit.
like these
Eh,
little quiet streams still. But I'm about to go to vibe stream. See? Like, what the hell?
hit. Rico
Stream,
is my
stream,
uncle, but
stream, stream.
y'all are my little bro and sis. Aw, thanks.
No, Rico is my uncle.
Oh, so we had something happen at work
Oh,
with the
yeah?
fish delivery. So, thank you, Funk. Um, so yesterday I went to the airport to pick up fish like I normally do on Fridays, and we had two different orders. One was pretty big. One was had 8 boxes. The other one had 2 boxes. Well, they went to go to the shelves to go get the fish because they put them on pallets. They could only find the 8 box order. They couldn't find the 2 box order. And all of a sudden, I see the guy driving the forklift kind of perk up. He goes, "Wait, check there." And apparently, there was a new guy working Thursday night and just saw perishable items on the box and put them in the walk in refrigerator.
Oh, no.
Yep. So they had been in the refrigerator since 11:30 Thursday night, and I pick up the fish at like 10:15. So almost 12 hours they were in a refrigerator.
And I bet they didn't have any sort of heat pack in there,
They
did
actually
they?
had cool packs in there.
Right, so.
So,
Oh,
because they come
man.
from Florida. So we get to
Oh,
work. I get to work and we open the boxes and yeah, the bags are so cold. And I'm like, well, we can't just start floating them because that it's gonna be too big of a temperature shock. Um,
yeah.
so we left the boxes open. Some the bigger fish were actually still alive. So the queen angel, the rock beauty angel, the lionfish, um, and one of the neon gobies was still alive. So we just opened up the boxes and let the air kind of warm them up for like 2 hours, and then we started floating them. And yeah, so far the big fish are fine. They actually survived the night.
Wow.
But yeah, like all the like there was like three royal grandmas, 4 chalk basslets. There was something else in there that didn't make it. But I was like, dang it,
Oh, man.
hermit crabs that didn't make it. But
Yeah.
I wasn't very happy about it. But what can you do?
Right. Man, I'm relaxed. I spent all day doing back-breaking labor, moving buckets of soil to 5-gallon buckets at a time, and made our new winter garden. I'm ready for planting, even irrigated 2 times 5-gallon buckets. Yep, carrying one on each arm.
Oh,
I went the
jeez.
hard way to get a hell of a workout while doing something that needed done. I even carried all the buckets at a 90-degree angle on my arm, so in a like that,
Oh,
in a curl that would get the intensity. Oh,
oh, so it was in his palm, but he was carrying it at 90 degrees. Yeah, so in a half curl. Oh my gosh.
farm strong.
Farm strong.
Man,
It's always funny whenever I'm filling up water for customers that work in 5-gallon buckets. Because they're always like, the typical, oh, girls shouldn't carry heavy things. Well, I'll carry one. Like if they have more, if they have like two or three buckets that I'm filling, I'll carry them to the at least to the front door. If they ask me for help outside, I will help them outside. But I at least carried it to the front door. Um, I'll take the first one. They're like, "Oh no, I can help you, I can help you." But then they walk away and go look at the fish. I'm like, "Okay, bye. I'll get the rest of these buckets."
Yep. Uh, yeah, I hate it when that sort of thing happens, but it seems to happen a lot.
Yeah.
Who's a channel sponsor? Oh, so you have a Monstera behind you.
Yes.
I have a Monstera over here now that I got from Lady Diane.
Ooh. So my pothos is actually now on my kitchen windowsill, right above my sink. My mom repotted it for me, and I didn't even
Nice.
realize. I didn't even recognize it. Um, but yeah, I walked in my kitchen. I'm like, that's a new plant. Wait, is that pothos? And then I came in here and looked. I'm like, oh, okay, it's the pothos. Okay.
Nice. But yeah, I'm gonna grab the camera here and yeah, so it's growing in water right now, and that's the
Ooh.
Monstera. And then while I have the camera up, let me show my. I can't quite get the angle I need with the amount of cord I have to show the front of the tank. But there's the big mollies. Let me see if I can get any of the baby mollies to show up on camera. Um, there we go.
Oh, yep, I see movement. Oh my god, they're little babies. Breed, make babies.
There's three of them. Nice. Yeah. All right. That's got to be readjusted. There we go.
Just scanned my LFS list on geckos to order 20 different species, 28 if you count different leopards and that kind. That's a lot. 20 different species? Jeez.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different varieties of the different species.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's.
Don't get a day gecko. They're mean. Or wait, no, the not the day gecko. The frick, what is it? Yeah, no, not the day. Tech Tico? Tech
I don't know, but I really want a day gecko though too,
Yeah, no, day geckos are fine. I misspoke.
because that's like that's the Geico gecko, you know.
Tokay. Tokay geckos, they're mean.
Yeah, and there's blue day geckos, which are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that with the orange feet and the blue. But I really like.
They're flighty.
Yeah,
Like how you were talking about your
yeah,
gecko
they're
earlier.
really fast and flighty. You know, actually, so the golden gecko. Let me go ahead and show what they look like. While I got this up. They're mostly golden. Actually, this is the picture that I cut out the gecko to use on my thumbnail for my building of his tank, which is funny. But yeah, so that's what they look like. Look at that cool eye.
That's neat.
And so that's why they get the name golden gecko, because they are golden, but they also have this purpley gray color.
Ooh.
And then when they are on like a darker surface, they will actually turn like this really dark kind of purpley color, like that. Yeah, there. That's what he looks like most of the time, or she. I'm not 100% sure if it's a he or a she, but his name is Randall, and it's a he as far as I know. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
gorgeous.
look up a tokay gecko so people know what it looks like. But they are mean. Apparently, one of the Petcos, my second Petco that I worked at, I tried to order one because I didn't know what they were. I just looked them up and I was like,
They
oh, those are cute.
they're absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
But
But my
look at
manager
that
told me
evil in his eye, and look at
as he's
him
biting,
biting.
and drawing blood.
Yeah,
Um,
they are not like look at that angry ass face. They are
so yeah,
not friendly.
she told me, she's like, do not order one of those. She's like, I ordered one because I thought the same thing and it sat forever. And then finally somebody was like, oh yeah, I'll take it. And he reached in and let it bite him. And that's how he took it out of the store. Was it latched to his finger because it would not let go.
I mean, they are gorgeous, but evil.
What the heck?
I don't know how to deal with parasites, but that looks like a dinosaur. That is crazy looking.
That doesn't look real. That looks
Yeah,
like a
I'm pretty
model.
sure that was fake, but yeah, that's just crazy. There are gorgeous, but technically, you always see the leopard geckos.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh,
my
Funk mentioned the leaf tail geckos. Those are really cool.
oh
We have
yeah,
them at the zoo.
leaf tail geckos are sweet. We had one a couple times. Like we had this style,
They're so cool.
maybe not that exact one, but one kind of like that. Maybe the southern leaf tail gecko. They are also incredibly fast, and they have like incredible camouflage. But there are really cool species like this one.
Oh.
This one has had people Photoshop dragon wings onto it and say that dragons still exist, but it's this picture that they use. So, oh look, there it is right there.
Oh, there you go.
As I was talking about it, but yeah, they are really cool. But like, look at that. There's lots of different types, and so you won't see them at all, and you'll like flip over their log trying to find them, and then all of a sudden it's just gone out of the cage. So I don't necessarily recommend them. You see a lot.
Silver says dragons do exist. Don't you shatter my dreams, you Mother Hubbard. We just can't see them with our stupid eyes.
Yeah. Dragons used to exist, but because they had hollow bones like birds, they didn't fossilize. Oh, I forgot what other. Oh, so I wanted to search the snow leopard gecko. Yeah. So these are the types that I always liked, the ones that were like white and the super snow.
Yes. Mickey Emma asks, Mickey Emma, are small African dwarf geckos okay, or are they just fast and hard to handle / enjoy? And then she left a scientific name. He or she, I don't know what gender Mickey is. I'm sorry.
Mickey is a male.
Oh, okay. He left a scientific name.
Look
Holy shit! That's adorable. I'm sorry. Oh my god! That looks like
That's
it'd be fast.
oh yeah, incredibly fast. Let me make sure I have the right. Okay, so he left with my computer. I can only show or hide the comments. So what I'm gonna have to do here? Wait a
Oh, you
second.
go to
Wait a,
YouTube.
Tropiocoilotes tripolanth. Okay, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna look at it. Okay, Tropiocoilotes.
Get that photographic memory.
Tropiocoilotes tripolitanus. Okay. Tropiocolotes tripolitanus. Okay. Tropiocolotes. Oh, look at that. Said
Hey.
it enough times that my computer was like, is this what you want? Creepy, but it works. Yeah, look at
Look at
that.
those long tails.
Wow. That's a different type. That's a studenter eye.
Oh,
This is the triplatanus. Triplatanus.
I'm a male human. LOL. My bad, Mickey. I'm sorry.
Look at that.
She
That
gone went
that
and
head.
cussed.
That head. It just looks like a little
Yeah,
velociraptor.
it
Oh my
does.
goodness.
She gone and went and cussed, but god damn, that's freaking cute.
Yep. I'm a male human. Hmm. Oh yes, I'd like to book a flight to Texas and back. To Texas to see
He's talking
Silver
about
Creek.
to get some mollies. Yep,
Yeah.
be cheaper if he just shipped them to you.
Yeah, I'm sure they would be super fast and hard to handle, Mickey. Um, really, most geckos are not the most handleable of lizards. Like, even the leopard geckos, they don't really care to be handled. They won't necessarily bite you as much as, like, the tokay will, which is, I think, actually is a species of leopard gecko. But, like, they just don't really like to be handled. And when they're young, they're just gonna scream. And when I
Oh
say
my gosh,
scream, I actually mean scream.
they
They
do.
go like
They
just like
do.
that, and it's crazy. It's adorable at the same time because when they're really small, it's like super high pitched.
Yeah, literally scream.
But oh my goodness.
That was always fun whenever we get a new shipment at Petco, and that first week they're getting used to being misted. They would always start screaming whenever you would mist them.
Yeah.
I'm like, shut up, it's good for you.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
after a week, they get used to it, and they're like, okay.
Yep. Exactly. It's only when you first get them that they're like screaming like that.
The giant geckos get like 15 inches in fat. Yeah.
Yep. I think the best starter lizard would probably be like a bearded dragon because they're super
If
personable.
if you have space.
Yeah, if you have the space for one. Um, I wonder. I'm just gonna Google something here, like lizard with.
And anoles are fast also. Yeah, probably like leopard gecko or a bearded dragon.
Smaller. Let's see. Uromastics tend to be on the smaller side. Yeah, those also
Uromastics,
can
yeah.
be really big too, depending
Yeah.
on which one you get. What is the calmest pet lizard? Leopard geckos.
Yeah.
Here we go. 10 pet lizard types. Let's see. Bearded dragon, chameleon. I don't recommend
No.
chameleons for beginners.
Mm-mm.
Crested geckos. You can get crested geckos, but they're not the best at handling. Same with the green anole. Iguanas can get really big depending on which one you get.
Oh my god, don't get an iguana.
Don't get iguanas. Leopard geckos are super. They're probably the best.
So I would say don't get a chameleon unless you've had success with like a crested gecko first.
Yeah. Or you look up. Oh gosh, what was that guy's channel? The chameleon guy. I cannot remember. He was on the Aquatic Morning Show a few years ago, and he knew everything about chameleons and how to actually properly take care of them, not what pet stores tell you to do with all like different sorts of things. Like he knew how to actually take care of a chameleon.
Grant from the Garden of Eden used to breed chameleons. He would know.
Yeah. I'm sure
He'd be a
Grant
good
knows a
source.
lot too. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what this guy was because no, he just like he he's kept like every species. He's gone out in the wild. And all, like, oh my gosh, like this guy is awesome. I cannot remember the name.
Savannah monitors are cool, but they get
Savannah
big.
monitors. Yep. Monitor lizards. There's 80 different species of monitors, but most of them get very, very big. Yep.
Oh, aquaflunk used to breed veil-tailed or veiled chameleons.
I think if you wanted a cool pet and you had a decent amount of room, I would get like a tegu.
Tegu, oh my god,
Because
I
tegus are like little dogs almost.
they are. Oh, I thought about a tegu for a while.
I gotta see if I can find this video. Tegu.
The tegu's eating the big fat um hornworms. I saw one where somebody edited over a squeaky noise every time he smacked it on something. Like just dog squeaker noises. Jenna, hello, hello.
Yeah, I you gotta see this. It's crazy awesome. So make sure the volume's up so you guys can hear it good.
Hey, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy.
Zenny, hello. I didn't even see him at first. Oh my
Come on.
god.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
He was just sunbathing.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Oh, the head shakes.
Come on, buddy.
And those freaking
Come on,
cheeks.
buddy.
Oh my god.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You glad I'm home? Huh? You glad I'm
Like
home?
a dog.
Huh? Are ya? Are ya?
I know. That's somebody that's probably down in Florida.
Good. Are you hungry? Good.
Oh my gosh. Such a good boy.
Man, you're warm. All right, say goodbye.
That's so cute. I know, Mickey's like so cute.
It looks like they're smiling when they want to eat you.
Yeah, that's the best way to go.
Jeez, Stephen P. Always saying things. Everything in salt water can kill you.
Speaking of which, we got a rainbow urchin in. Those are the touchy no types.
Rainbow urchin, huh?
Oh, I'm getting it.
Oh, wow.
You already got it?
Yeah. I'm not sure
Yeah.
which type you got, if it was this one or this one, but wow, look at
Yeah.
which one is it
Go
like
back to the top.
this one?
That's under really white lighting, so I can't tell. Yes, that one.
Nice.
So they have those blue spots that actually fluoresce under blue lights. So yes, that's the type I
Wow.
got.
Oh, that's cool. Everything else underneath that is just like, nope, we're not anything close to that.
Yeah, no, those
Oh,
pencil
this one is.
urchins. Yeah, that one is.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
That's a touchy no. Like you
Yeah.
barely like brush up against it, and you are gonna be hurt.
So how do you catch it then?
So I will take tongs and just kind of scoot it into like detach it so it hits the like the gravel, and then I like roll it into the catch cup with the tongs.
Into the specimen container?
Yeah.
Whatever? Yeah, there you go. That's a rhino iguana.
Yeah. Yeah, some salty creatures don't want to kill, they only want to maim or seriously injure. Yeah.
Yep. Depending on the time of the month, I'm also a touchy no. Isn't that right, baby? Yep.
Oh, there's Matt. Matt's lurking in the chat because he just messaged me on Discord. He always messages me on the stream to try to throw me off.
You know, later, Aquafunk.
Bye. Have fun doing video stuff.
Yeah.
I thought about um streaming while doing my water change on my shrimp tank, but I was like, no, I'm gonna be too distracted.
Oh,
Maybe one of these times.
how's that moss? What'd you
It's
do
doing
with it?
good. It's in the tank. It's in the tank.
Nice.
Um,
How'd you put it in the tank?
I picked it up and put it in the tank.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, did you
Oh, it's
glue it to a piece of wood, or you're
no.
just like
So
floating it?
I have a piece of wood that's like a tree trunk, but it's got like 3 inches of space underneath it between the the where it forks off and then the bottom. So I always tuck it under there.
Hmm.
So it keeps it in place, but it's nice and shady, so that it doesn't get too much light.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been doing good under a decent amount of light on my tank, so don't hide it too much.
No, it'll grow out. So the last moss I had, it actually grows out, and all the shrimps love it. They all
Yeah.
like get all in it and
So
stuff.
this is a weeping moss.
Yeah.
So it'll grow out, but it won't really grow up or like down. So it kind of does like this sort of thing.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, it'll have plenty of room to carpet out front.
yeah. But I know like Java moss and stuff tends to get like really stringy.
Mm-hmm.
This will be more like feathery. It grows out really nice. So I'm sure you kind of saw when you were pulling it out. I'm not sure if you kind of took it apart into smaller pieces or not at all.
Mm-mm.
But
Nope, it's all one piece.
yeah,
Just tucked it up. Built because I need to take that wood out whenever I do a water change because it does have some hair algae up top. Doesn't towards the bottom. That's also why I kind of tucked it under. But yeah, I need to take that wood out and scrub it because it does have some hair algae still. I don't want that to
Yeah.
get entangled in it.
yeah. Here we go. That's a good picture of what it looks like when it starts growing out. How it kind of
Oh yeah.
that. So when it's all in a clump, that's kind of all you see or whatever. But yeah, when it starts growing out more, this is more of what it looks like. That's freshly like cut and then glued onto that wood. But yeah,
It's almost like a fern. Like
Yeah.
fern leaves, yeah.
in like CO2 environment and stuff like that, it's gonna be more like that, where you get like a really nice, like kind of weeping tree sort of look to it. Yeah, these tanks definitely have like CO2 running and all that, but yeah, it grows out really nice.
Oh, Steven, Myrtle finally messaged me back from Yours and Bex's stream. He says it's probably. I don't know what this is. I'll type it in chat. He says he's having MNC take a better pics when the plants flowers again or tries while it's underwater. But he's got a guess. Oh. What? Why? Okay. My phone just started playing a video. And I don't know why.
Man, yeah, I don't have like autoplay on or anything like that, and I always have it like I have like show like video previews sometimes, but I always have the audio off on that. But sometimes, really randomly, it'll just like have the audio on, even though it still says the audio is off, and I'm like, what the hell? Stop! Stupid thing. That's just like the YouTube ads and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. I gotta get some moss for a 1 gallon. Yeah,
Get you some moss.
there's some really cool mosses out there. I think MD Fish Tanks shows some really cool mosses all the time.
Good night, Silver. Have good sleep. Get some good rest. Filter negating. Shutdown process started. I feel that. I am so excited. I'm so excited to hang out with everybody at the Clash and not get sleep. But I will be getting sleep Saturday night into Sunday because the vendor room is only open Friday, Saturday. So I'll sleep in Sunday
Yeah.
and Monday. So we're gonna be stopping halfway. We're gonna start coming back Sunday night, Sunday afternoon. We'll stop halfway, and then yeah, I'll be able to sleep in Monday for a little bit.
Nice. You already have your hotel booked for that night?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, we did that last Sunday while I was at breakfast. I was like, I need to do this now. So we picked a city. I found a hotel that was kind of. We're gonna be going through that city, so we kind of got it like on the south middle part, not downtown, because I hate downtown anything.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, kind of on the outskirts, but still on track. Um. Oh, waiting for you to type it in chat. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I got
Heading in for
distracted.
bed, I feel like a drunk bus driver parked on top of me. Battery is draining, no capacity, depleting filter,
Oh wait, where's
negating,
Discord?
shutdown process started. Later, Silver Creek. Take care, drunk bus driver. Petco keeps giving me 1 gallon. Keeps giving them to you. Huh? Didiplis, Gidiplis, Deandra.
Deandra. Yeah, that one. I'm sorry, Stephen.
Didiplis, Deandra. Oh, water hedge. That's some interesting stuff. I don't know what
And I've never heard of it. Yeah, same. Oh,
I
you
don't
know
know
the
what
con-
Myrtles look like, but I'm not sure if his is like red or orange
well, it was on Bex and
or
Steven's stream. They
green.
pulled up a picture of Steven's mystery plant, and so I took a screenshot of the stream and I messaged. I was like, "Message from Bex." What did I say? First of all, where the hell are you? Second of all, we need your opinion.
It kind of looks like a longer leaf rotala. That's Pepless Deandra or Diplotis Deandra. I don't know.
But Myrtle said he wasn't feeling good. That's why he's not interneting today.
I've never heard of that. I didn't. There's so many plants out there that I've
It
never
looks a
heard
little
of.
different from the pic in the stream, though. No idea. Yeah. So, yeah. There's also a knife store that Nathan wants to stop by in Indiana.
Yeah.
Indiana Knives. So on Monday, we have to leave early enough to where we'll still hit that store within their business hours because I think they're only open like 11 to 5.
Mm.
So I can't like super sleep in, but
Yeah. I think I might. Well, let's see. Is Hershey anywhere close to, or is Hershey like out of the way, or is it like?
Probably. Hold on. Let me consult Google Maps.
Wait a second. I can do it here. So let's see. Morgantown.
Hershey, Pennsylvania. It's a little bit out of the way, but not too bad. Yeah,
Oh,
it
it's
doesn't
the
look too bad.
Morgantown.
Yeah, you'll just take 76 up to 322. Yeah, no, that's kind of on the way.
Oh, wait a second. Where? Okay, so there's where. Dang, I gotta start over with this thing. I'm trying to locate stuff, and I searched and no, let's try it. There we go. So Morgantown's there. Now, where's Hershey?
It's like halfway. So Morgantown is about
Okay.
halfway between Philadelphia and Hershey.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not that far out of the way.
Wow.
Because I think you're going to get back then on to 76, which turns into 70, and start to go back that way.
Well, I didn't realize Philadelphia was all the way over there.
Right?
I had no idea the layout of Pennsylvania, and in fact, I didn't realize Pennsylvania was such a big state either.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Annette!
Hershey is kind of on the way.
Yeah. You
So,
thinking about taking a stop to the
Yeah.
Hershey factory?
Not to the Hershey factory necessarily, but just stop in Hershey, buy some chocolate, and like, all right, I've done it, and then move on.
Annette! Oh, I have a present for Annette to give her at the Clash, and I have it in my pile of stuff.
Hemithiconyx caudacenatus.
Want me to get it? If you go to the YouTube side, you can copy and paste. Oh, it looks like a leopard gecko.
Yeah, there it is. African fat-tailed gecko.
Oh, it has a skunk stripe on its back. So cute. Oh, the African fat tail. I have seen those on my order forms.
Oh yeah, the fat-tailed geckos. Yeah, they're good. They're kind of like leopard geckos in their temperament. I think they get their tail is definitely a lot bigger, and they're just kind of a stockier looking one. And yeah, they're good.
Annette asked, "Do I get a hint? It's snail related." There's your hint. It's actually two things. It's a present within the present, but they're not necessarily related.
I would assume that it would be, snail related.
Yeah, they're snail related. Surprise! I'm giving Annette something snail related.
Right.
Should I give her a better hint? Or do I just make her wait? Annette, when are you getting down? That's not a hint. That's like saying the sky is blue.
I know, right?
They are accessories. Accessories that you can wear on your person. And there's two things.
I know, right?
But sorry, we didn't actually answer Mickey's question. Is this one a good starter gecko?
I think so.
Oh.
I said so.
Oh, okay, sweet.
It's kind of similar to like a leopard gecko. It's not gonna be bad. In fact, I think when I had them at the store, I think they were calmer than the leopard geckos.
Because they get bigger, right?
Yeah, I think a little bit bigger. I'm not sure. Let me see what actual. So they get 8 to 10 inches long. So overall, they're actually smaller than the standard leopard gecko. Because a leopard gecko can get a little over a foot sometimes.
Yeah, if you get like I forget what.
Oh, okay. It says
it
7 to 10. It says 7 to 10 inches on Google, but I've heard of them getting larger than that. But I guess I don't know. So many of these different geckos. That's why it's good to search species names, because so many of them do look similar to where, like somebody might have thought they had a leopard gecko and they actually had, I don't know, like one of the giant geckos or something, and it got bigger. I don't know. I'm sure they can kind of crossbreed between some of the different species too. So you might, be able to mix like a giant gecko with a leopard gecko or something. But yeah, so they're good. Definitely a good starter lizard because they're not very fast. But what's really fun with leopard geckos, and fat-tailed geckos kind of do the same thing, but not as much, is when they see like crickets in front of them and they start going into like hunting mode, their head like kind of perks up and they do this little thing, and their tail starts doing this like
They do a little
little
shake
wiggly thing. I love it. It's so adorable.
right before they strike. The tip of their tail will wiggle. It's so cute.
Yep.
So cute. I didn't buy anything this week, I don't think. Did I buy anything? Oh, I bought stuff for the trip. Uh, I got a tablecloth for my table. I got liquid IV to make sure we stay hydrated. We got 2 big packs, so if anybody needs a liquid IV while we're down there, if you're hungover the second or third day, I might have some extra packets for you. What else did we get? We got. Let's just go to Amazon. Amazon, I don't remember. What did I buy? For Nathan's mom, we asked her, we're like, do you want us to grocery shop for you, or do you just want us to leave you money so you can order food? And she's like, well, I might be able to just order. Apparently she eats like a bird. She doesn't eat much. So she's like, if I order Domino's or if I order a pizza, that should last me the whole weekend. And I was like, okay, we'll leave you like $50 for pizza or something.
You could always put in a yellow order for her.
Yeah, I could put in a yellow order for her. We're actually finally about to make the lasagna, the tray lasagna that we bought. We're gonna make it tomorrow because we're gonna have her over tomorrow to kind of show her how to, go over everything with Kane and everything. So
there you go. Speaking of that, reminds me. My friends yesterday, which I have leftovers, which I'm totally gonna eat after the stream here. Gosh, it's some sort of like, it's not lasagna, but it's like a red pasta like casserole or chicken parm casserole. That's what it is. So they made it with like the spiral noodles.
I love
and
those
red sauce with like rotisserie chicken, and then it's got like Italian breadcrumbs and other sort of breadcrumbs on the top, making a crust. Oh, it's so good.
That sounds really good.
And I have leftovers, and I'm gonna pound it.
Oh, so she said, a pizza should be fine to last through the weekend. She's like, but I do like these, and she texted Nathan a picture. It's those Starbucks Frappuccino glass bottles, but the melon flavored.
I always get the vanilla flavored.
I like the caramel flavor, but
look at that, we're all different.
Yeah, well, different. So I literally ordered like a 24 count case. Probably got way too many. But I got a whole freaking case of those for her.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
They sometimes seasonally they have different flavors. My favorite one is when they sometimes have a peppermint mocha, because that's really, really good. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they had I saw like they had like a toasted marshmallow one. That one was pretty darn good. They also had like a cinnamon churro one that I saw one time. And
that would be really good.
That one was really good too.
Mickey says, you're making me order food at 5 a.m. now. Dang it.
I mean,
you're welcome.
Nothing's better than dinner for breakfast, except maybe breakfast for dinner.
Yeah, my sister, so we kind of forgot that my mom can't really get Kane in his wheelchair out the front door for the bus in the morning because she'll send him Thursday and Friday to school. So I had to call my sister's husband, or Nathan called my sister's husband today and goes, hey, what are you doing today? He goes, I'm literally building a porch. And they're like, oh. He's like, but I'm free tomorrow. What do you need? And we're like, we need to make a wheelchair ramp for the front door, like ASAP. So that's the project tomorrow morning. So my sister's going to come over tomorrow, which I'm so excited for. But we realized we don't really have breakfast food. Like, I don't have any eggs.
Oh, yeah.
And Nathan's like, eggs. We don't have to have eggs. I'm like, you have to have eggs at breakfast.
Eggs are actually like the best breakfast food
Yeah.
because almost everything else except like hash browns or whatever, which gosh, that's just starchy potatoes, which just kind of wears you down after a while. Everything else is just like full of sugar.
Yeah.
Breakfast
But
cereal,
I think,
pancakes,
yeah.
waffles, all that stuff is just all full of sugar. So it just makes your brain crash and makes you not able to like retain information later on. So that's not actually a good breakfast at all. But eggs are like the best thing to feed your kids right before they're going to go to school.
Yeah.
Feed
So
your
I
kids some
do.
eggs in the morning,
I
kid.
think I
People,
do have pancake mix, so I might just make pancakes in the morning.
pancakes are really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause yeah,
Hash
I don't
brown
even have.
pancakes, waffles, bacon, sausage toast. Yeah, see, I love sausage
Mhm.
and all that too, for sure. It's Shark Fin Adventures.
I do have the sausage that you gave me. Maybe if I take
Oh
that
yeah,
out.
you got the breakfast deer
Do
sausage.
I
Yeah.
have enough milk? I think I have enough milk. I could do biscuits and gravy because I have a can of
Oh
biscuits
yeah,
in the fridge. I could do that.
biscuits and deer sausage gravy.
Yeah.
Oh, I am coming over for breakfast.
My sister and her husband will be over at 9 a.m. Gina, my flight lands Wednesday morning. Okay, you'll definitely be there
Eggs
when I
got
get
that
there.
choline.
Yep. Okay, so Annette, I'll let you know whenever we get there and we get unpacked, and we'll meet up, and I'll give you your present. Because I love giving presents. Everybody like oh, last year Christmas at work, I got Christmas presents for everybody, and my coworker was making fun of me because I was like, "Open it here, open it," and I'm just sitting there, I'm like bouncing while he's unwrapping it very slowly. Might I add? And I'm just like, "Open it, open it, open it," and he's like, "You just like to give gifts, don't you?" I was like, "I do. I love giving gifts.
Yep. I
I
have
don't even
another
care.
friend that's just like that too,
I
and
don't even care if you
it's
got
it's
me anything in
almost
return."
it's almost annoying how much she loves to like give gifts because she's just like constantly like buying me different little weird things and stuff like that, which some of them are great. A lot of the stuff that she gives me is just like not even useful. It's just like,
Right.
here's a cute little box, and it's like, thanks.
Cool, thanks. I try to limit myself to only if I like see something that I know somebody will like. So like this present for Annette, like I saw it and I was like, I know exactly who to give that to, and so I bought it. And I'm like, okay, I if she's not going to the Clash, I'll mail it to her, or I'll mail it to Steven to mail to her. I don't know if she gives out her. I don't know if she would give me her address, but yeah.
Mailed the presents to the hotel so she didn't have to travel in a check bag.
Ooh.
It must be good presents then if you didn't want to travel with it.
See, I thought about doing that for the like the 50 low boys that I really want to sell at the Clash, but I was like, nah, it'll be a lot in shipping, and it's gonna make it not worth it.
Yeah.
Because I don't have room for a 50 low boy. I know I kept talking about it, but I don't have the space for it.
Yeah. And I would love to have a 50 low boy, but I also don't have the right sort of spot to put one anywhere in my house.
Yeah. Well, you know where to get one if you ever, after you declutter your house and you have space.
I mailed a 50-pound box. Lots of things for people. Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Christmas came early
Yeah. Oh my
from
goodness.
a net Claus, a Santa net. I don't know. It's somewhere in there. I can't think of it.
Santa Claus?
Santa Claus.
I don't know.
It's somewhere in there. I just can't. I can't right now.
I found another one on the whole set. Stenodactylus petri. Okay. I
That
already
sounds
like
cool.
the name. I think that's one of those flying lizards.
I'm the Grinch, not Santa.
Stenodactylus petri. Okay. I was.
You're the Jack Skellington Santa. Sandy Claus.
Oh, that's
Carrot. I
what.
want to see.
That's one of the lizards that lives on the sand and does the hot foot dance.
Oh, the hot foot dance. Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so cute. It has that like leopard gecko face, that cutesy face, but huge eyes. Jeez.
So I don't really know too much about how the temperament of these guys would be in captivity. You'd probably be able to handle them, I guess. I don't know. But they would also probably be kind of fast because they do live in the desert and they have
Yeah.
those long legs.
Oh my god, look at it!
Yeah. Also called the dune gecko. Yeah. Egyptian sand gecko. I see. The Egyptian sand gecko. I'm not sure if that's the exact same thing or not. It looks like it might be. When it gets larger and kind of fat like that, that's probably going to be, more of a pet. So these are probably like little tiny ones. So yeah, I'd say that'd probably be a good one to go for. You can make a little like pots and stuff. Yeah,
Little
that'd be a
bird.
fun one because
Yeah.
it doesn't look like yeah, that would be more of like a desert style one. So yeah, you can make little like caves, and you
Yeah,
can
he
even
says
potentially grow like some succulents
put an aloe
inside
in
their
there.
tank. Yeah, put an aloe plant in there or a haworthia, something like that.
He says they're $50 each. Oh my god. Get a
That's
40
actually
breeder and
not
fill it.
bad. That is
Get a
not bad at all.
get a 40 breeder and get like 6 of them. I don't know. That's probably ridiculous, but
Actually, can they be kept together? Most
keeping 5 to 6 of them perhaps in a larger tank. He just said, "Yeah, okay, I'm not crazy."
cohabitation.
Yeah, that's another good point. Do they just pair up and you can only keep them in pairs, or can you have like a little mini colony of them?
Will tolerate living with the same sex.
Oh, okay.
Males are not as territorial as other geckos, and the same goes and will tolerate living with the same sex as goes for females too. So, as
Okay.
long as you have like a few males together and no females, they're good. And same with a bunch of females and no males. It's when you have a male and a female or different combinations thereof that when you start having problems of them together.
I
So,
wonder if that's because once they breed, like they get really defensive about their nest.
well, yeah, exactly.
Probably.
They just kind of get defensive of the nest and territorial, but they're not as territorial as other lizards are. But yeah, most reptiles in general are solitary creatures. They don't live in groups.
Yee.
I'm just dreaming. I have no idea if it's a smart thing to do. Yeah. Mice's claws.
Talking because Annette says she's
Yeah.
she's the Grinch, not Santa. And I said she's probably like Jack Skellington version of Sandy Claus.
Hmm. Sandy Claus.
Sandy Claus. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Nathan and I were talking about that this past Thursday. We were out running errands, and I'm like, this time next week, we're gonna be on our way to the Clash. And he goes,
Nope.
hopefully we'll be there because it was like 3 or 4 o'clock. He's like, hopefully we'll be arriving at the Clash. I'm like, yeah, hopefully, hopefully.
I like 3 or 4 o'clock.
We're planning on leaving at like 2 to 3 a.m.
Really?
Like early, yeah.
Wow.
Nathan's driving. I mean, he's normally up at like 2:30 anyway for work. So it's really not that different for him. So he'll be able to do it.
I'm
But
hoping to wake up at like 7 and still beat you there.
oh, yeah, okay. Not with Nathan driving.
Yeah, probably not. Wow, you guys are gonna go early.
Early. Well, Nathan's used to it, like I said, and he's gonna try to drive the whole thing. We'll stop at least once or twice for like bathroom and food breaks. Mostly probably bathroom breaks. Clashy is late, but I have arrived. Yay, Clashy! Yeah,
No, what's up, Keystone Clash?
I've been trying to find like little bins and stuff to help display things on my table. Um, just to
Oh,
help like
Terrarium
elevate things.
Expo coming up. Okay,
Ooh.
those Terrarium Expos are awesome. I'm not sure
Yes.
if you know the ones that you have over in Netherlands. I think you're Netherlands, right? I think. I'm not sure if the ones over there are um, exactly the same as like we have here in like St. Louis. Because man, we get some really awesome ones here.
Oh, gargoyle geckos. We forgot about gargoyle geckos. Anyway, continue.
Sweden.
Sweden.
Yeah, I'm sure you get some pretty nice stuff over there in Sweden. Gargoyle geckos are pretty cool too,
Yeah.
but they're also
They're tropical.
fast
Yeah.
and tropical. But they are really cool.
I had one. She was cool. Yeah. Mine didn't have the red. Yeah, the one that your mouse was just on. The
This one,
brown one. Yeah, that's more what she looked like.
yeah,
And I know it was a girl because she laid infertile eggs.
that's the type that we got at the store when I worked. There was this like dark type. That's really cool.
Gina should have thought ahead and got a Fish Fam link table sign for your vendor table. You mean I don't know where I put it. I did get one, but I need to find it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I did think ahead and I did get one.
and we never did the whiteboard.
Oh shoot! You right. What are we doing on the whiteboard for the last 8 minutes? I haven't done the whiteboard for the last like 3 or 4 streams.
I know. You're gonna put like you're gonna make like a fish car driving down the street on its way to the Keystone Clash.
Oh gosh, it's been a while since I drew a car.
No, it's gonna be a fish car.
Oh,
So you're gonna make like
okay.
yeah.
I messed up.
Lots of tables is a chance to get some species for a great price, I guess. And not just a great price because you're buying right from the breeder and all that, but also those people, they know what they're doing. And so you can ask them a lot of questions and they will help get you set up with something that's going to be the right thing for you when you talk to them, because they've been, taking care of these creatures for a long time and they can be like, maybe this species won't be good for you, but this kind of looks similar to it, but is much better in temperament to what you're going for and all that. So, and they'll help you get, know exactly what you need for their terrarium. I definitely suggest any sort of terrarium you go for, going for bioactive because it just makes, I got a little bug flying on my glasses. It just makes you know terrarium maintenance so much easier because you don't have to like constantly like scrub down the tank and pull out all the substrate and change it with all fresh new substrate. Just everything just recycles and creates life and more plants, and it's just like taking care of a natural aquarium. You just pretty much just trim the plants and water it every now and then. Except with mine, the waterfall pretty much just waters everything, and everything on the lower level is and the upper level is growing in like a marsh style hydroponically sort of thing where the water level goes up to a certain level and then there's dry dirt above it. And
It's my fish mobile.
Nice.
My music stand in the right spot. Oh no, the dog bed's in the way. Yeah.
Yep, I just top off the waterfall every time it's draining down. Time to eat, gotta go. Yeah, I'm thinking about the same thing here. Just got like 5 minutes left.
I had some cabin in the woods cheese before I came on.
Adam McReynolds is here, coming in at the
Pew!
end. True, Dave, they're experienced breeders. Yep, exactly. It's like going to a fish fam event or whatever and just having somebody talk your ear off about how they've been breeding their fish and all that, you know?
Yeah.
But the main thing is when it comes to any sort of creature, like, I don't know, when it comes to a bigger lizard, try to keep them off of the bigger crickets unless you're like raising your own crickets or anything like that, because the bigger the crickets get, the more chance they have of like getting diseases and
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. The only reason I don't mind feeding crickets to my guy is because I get the little smaller crickets, and those guys just always seem to be much healthier and cleaner than the big ones.
Adam McReynolds says I've been looking into getting a red-eye crocodile skink. If that's the one I'm thinking of, you'll never see him.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of too. Yeah, those
Yeah,
guys are awesome, but they bury themselves in a hole.
yeah,
And
they're very shy, very reclusive.
yeah, they are adorable little dinosaurs. But yeah, they will hide in their cave forever.
Look at that wuss wearing a glove while holding one. You scroll back up one row. Look at that. Look at that wuss.
Yeah,
Sorry. Wear your PPE, guys. Stay safe. I'm kidding.
I don't want to get salmonella from touching a lizard.
Oh my god.
I have to get the large crickets for my geckos because they won't eat the small ones. So yeah, when it comes to that, I like the smaller thing or like geckos. Um, they're a lot better at like eating from like a dish and stuff like that. To where like he gets like fruit stuff in a dish. Like I'll make like a fruit mix sort of thing, like a rapashi sort of deal, and he gets that too because he's omnivorous. But I don't want to put mealworms in there because they're just gonna burrow and all that stuff. Whereas if I had like a different sort of gecko, like a leopard gecko or something like that, they're better at eating from like a dish. So I just get a dish with walls to where the mealworms can't get out, and then I just throw a handful of mealworms in there because mealworms are a lot better. You can keep them longer by keeping them in the refrigerator, and they kind of live a low life of like in slow motion when you keep them in the refrigerator. And then I also do like dubia roaches and stuff like that. But crickets every now and then are fine. But yeah, I don't know. You got to be careful with crickets because they do just carry a lot of diseases sometimes, and worms, and depending on what you have, like a lot of the times lizards will kind of give you a little bit of a sign that something's wrong. But like I think that's what killed one of my tarantulas was like a bad cricket, because I don't know, it just all of a sudden was gone, and it's based off of what it was like. It seemed like it probably got worms or something like that.
Yeah. You also have to make sure that you are feeding your feeder insects. If they get skinny, then that's mostly all exoskeleton, and that can cause impaction,
Yep.
which is, I think, what happened to my Pac-Man frog.
Yeah. Pac-Man frogs get large enough where you can feed them a baby mouse.
Yeah, she was to that point where I was feeding her a Pinky Mouse like once a month. to make sure she got that protein.
Aren't mealworms beetles, or is that something? Yes.
Yep.
So mealworms will burrow themselves and make like a cocoon underground, more or less, and then all of a sudden they'll pop out as little beetles. And what's interesting is I used to have a step runner, which is a cool little lizard, but we're right at time, but real quick I'm gonna look it up. These guys are native to the deserts in the Ukraine, and they're really cool. Got a gorgeous pattern.
Cute. Yeah, that was always fun, finding a random container of mealworms on a shelf on the other side of the pet store that was tucked behind and pushed way back whenever we'd be cleaning and dusting. Open it up and it's full of beetles
Yep.
because it had been sitting there for so long.
Yeah. But he wouldn't eat the beetles for some reason. He would eat the mealworms, but as soon as the beetles would be running around, he'd just leave them alone. And the beetles would just eventually die in his tank, and then I'd pull them out. But
Yeah.
bullfrogs are fun pets. Yes, they are, sunfish for fish.
Yee.
And then the beetles laid eggs. But yeah, if you can get the beetles to lay eggs and then you hatch a whole bunch of fresh mealworms, that's great. That's like baby brine shrimp for your freaking lizards right there.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, guys, we're a minute or two past time here. Great hanging with you. Look out for the stream on Thursday. We're driving. Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah.
We're driving out.
Yeah, I probably will not be streaming on Wednesday because whenever I get home, we need to start packing up the car so that way we just wake up Thursday morning and just go.
Yeah. I need to figure out what I'm going to do as far as like a thumbnail for that. We're going to set up a live stream. And then, we're going to stream on our way out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll also be streaming from the Keystone Clash. Not sure if I'm going to be streaming aside from the main stream on Saturday. But, it's going to be fun, guys. I hope to see lots of you there at the Keystone Clash.
I'm going to try to be better than I was at the Triple Crown and actually take photos and maybe some short videos, and I can make like a little... I can actually make content.
Dubia roaches are super easy because they're not like cockroaches where they're like super creepy, nasty, and I don't know. Dubia roaches are a lot better, I think.
Yep.
And they're cleaner. They don't really carry disease as much. But all right, guys. I hope to see some of you soon.
Bye.
So long. Thanks for the fish.
Hi, Ian.